In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
What's going on YouTube? This is Hero Stormwolf and it's Monday, so you know it's time for another Skyrim mods video. This time we're going to be checking out a couple of arrow mods, a new mount, a redone version of Windhelm, and an update of the mod that I did a while back called The Legend of Zelda Hyrule. Now the first mod I'm going to be showing you today is the mounted mod. This is from the anime Princess Mononoke. I highly recommend you do check out that anime. It's really good. This is going to be the mount for that, and I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. I know I am, so just be ready for it. Yakkuru. This is the elk that the main hero rides in the game. You go to Dragon Reach, and you can buy the spell book from the mage there. I'll show it off now. And as you can see, it summons the mount. It's a rideable mount. Now, of course, this is a work in progress, so there is some problems with the mount. For one instance, it gets kind of hard to turn and control. Another one is it doesn't go backwards like regular mounts do. And finally, for some reason, it can't swim. So please be aware of that if you do decide to use this mod. But other than that, I think it looks really cool. Really good mod. Again, it's just a work in progress, so there's a few bugs to be worked out. The next mod I'm going to be showing off today is called Elemental Arrows of Skyrim. Now what this does is adds to the game a bunch of elemental arrows, hence the name, but in order for you to be able to use these arrows you need to have a minimum skill of 25 in alchemy and the arcane blacksmith perk. All these items can be forged under the elven category. I'm going to show off a few here, but there's a lot more arrows here that you can use. For example, we have the ash rock arrows, which I'll show. Which actually these do here. This one petrifies the target for 30 seconds. The Crimson Flame arrows cause an explosion on impact. Fire damage, as you can tell. The gem arrows are your basic magic arrows. You're going to be needing these to build the rest of these arrows. Next one is the gust arrows, which summons a gust of wind to knock back enemies. The magic breaker deals more magic damage and reduces magic penetration. Or magic regeneration, excuse me, so this is good for mage characters, fight against mage characters, excuse me. Quick arrows causes 25% damage and staggers enemies, has a 20% chance of disarming if they're not blocking. The steam arrows fire a lot longer and a lot faster and deals a base damage of 70. The swarm arrows paralyzes the target, and it has poisoned insects that deal 5% damage per 6 seconds. And trick arrows, which causes the target to explode and sometimes may cause the target to become invisible. So we'll summon a bandit here and then we'll get started. But first, just so they won't kill me. There we go. As you can see, there's your standard fucking bandit. These are the ash arrows. As you can see, it petrifies the target. Pretty decent damage. I missed that one. But as you can see, each hit causes petrification against the target. Show off the Crimson Flame arrows, so summon another bandit. As you can see, it causes a explosion. It can hurt you as well, so be careful not to fire it so close. The gem arrow is your basic standard magic arrow. while there's no effects on this one, it does cause magic damage. So enemies who are weak against magic is a good arrow to use against it. Your gust arrow. You know what? So they won't attack automatically. There we go. Next up is going to be the gust arrow. As you can see, not as powerful as other arrows, but does causes the target to knock back. I'll show it off again. Next up is going to be the magic breaker arrows. This one does have a cool effect to it. It does so damage. Now theoretically these are good arrows to use against people who use a lot of magic, so you can drain their magic quickly. Next up we're going to be using the quake arrows, and this is going to be the one that can stagger enemies and also cause them to disarm, 20% chance. See, it can disarm him. It disarmed his sword and shield. Now he's dead. Next up is going to be the steam arrows. Now these fire quickly, farther, and have longer range, so it's not going to really do much to show you them fighting against the enemy, but like, as you can see, it does fire a little bit quicker. Next one is going to be the swarm arrows. I'll summon another guard here. And these cause the target to be poisoned with poisonous insects for 5% damage every 6 seconds. Or base of 5 damage, excuse me. It also paralyzes the target for 5 seconds. As you can see, he's now paralyzed. And that swarm is taking out 5 damage every 6 seconds. We'll shoot one more. This is good for if you need to stop enemies in your track and also weaken them while you heal yourself. And all these effects can stack. So you can switch it up with different arrows and use different combinations and stuff like that. The last arrow I'm going to be showing off is the trick arrow. Now this will cause an explosion that will have the enemy attack anyone for 60 seconds and may also cause them to become invisible. So we'll summon another guard here. We'll try and do this. Let's see. There we go. And as you can see, it didn't cause the target to become invisible, it caused me to become invisible. So what this entails is that when you use this, there's a chance you can become invisible and not be seen by the target that you shot. So it's weird, they also become invisible. I think this mod is just a little bit, or not this mod, this arrow in particular is just a little wonky. But these are just some of the arrows you can get with the elemental magic, or elemental arrows of Skyrim. I think it's actually pretty cool for those who like to play the archer class with a little bit of magic flair to it. I'll probably be using this a lot more often, since I do like my archer class in Skyrim. The next mod I'm going to be showing off is a redone version of Windhelm called Windhelm Industrialized. Now, as you can probably guess from the title, what this does is this changes Windhelm to have a more steampunk slash industrial feel to it. So we'll see if I can get a good screenshot outside of here. As you can see, a lot different from the outside. Have steam cannons, things like that. We'll see if the inside has changed too. But this is for those who just want a different pacing, a different look of Skyrim. We'll see if the inside's changed as much as well too. Now as you can see, the inside's also a lot different too, more steampunk looking. feel to it. A lot of factories, smoking, things like that. It's actually pretty cool, and I like the way it's done. Looks a lot different than what I expected. Very well done. Like it a lot. Highly recommend you check out this mod if you're a fan of like steampunk and things like that. The final mod I'm going to be showing off today is actually a revisit from a mod I did previously in the past, and this is the Zelda Land of Hyrule. Now, it's been about a year since I've done this mod, and I was asked to revisit it and see if anything new has been changed about it. Now, there's two things, or two updates that happened. One of them is the Lost Woods was added to the mod, and the other one, which sadly is not going to go well with a lot of people, the mod has actually been cancelled. I'm not particularly too sure why, but the author and the people behind the mod are no longer working on it. So if you wish to still download this mod, I'll leave a link in the description below for it, of course, but everything you see as of now is what's going to be in the mod. Sad to say, this is actually kind of disappointing, because I actually thought this mod had a lot of potential, a lot of progress to it, but not sure exactly why they decided to cancel it, but it's pretty sad, to say the least, but it is what it is. I'll show off a few places since I've already been here before. But yeah, I apologize to anyone that was actually really looking forward to this mod. It has since been cancelled. Rumor is that a small team has picked it up, but honestly, I'm not really too sure if they have or not. But yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be all that's in the mod as of now. I'm gonna steal this horse. Maybe in the future, the small team, if rumored to be true, will actually finish this mod out. But yeah, as of now, this is all that's in the mod. So we'll move on from here. And with that, that will do it for this weekend Skyrim mods. Again, I'm sorry that the Zelda Land of Hyrule mod has been cancelled, but things like that happen with these mods. Maybe something happened and they couldn't get the right resources or something, I don't know. But it's kind of sad to see that mod go away. But if there's any mod that you want me to check out or revisit, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to check it out as quickly as possible. Catch you guys next week. Peace.